Parents are now saying goodbye to summer and hello to the back-to-school routine. That happens to a lot of us. And for many people, that means the struggle to get creative in the kitchen. Here to help us get inspired with new lunch ideas from her new cookbook is registered dietitian Leanne Phillipson. Good to have you here.
Great to be here. Thank you so much.
This is such a good time of year to do this because we're looking ahead to fall.
Yes.
We want it to be interesting. We want our kids to eat. And you say kids are more likely to eat if they are involved in what they're eating.
85% of kids are more likely to consume what they've had a hand in preparing. So in the beginning, you think it's going to take such a long time and lunches are already such a drag by day 3. But really, you've got to start as you mean to continue throughout the whole year.
Okay, so what do you have for us? By the way, I would eat this lunch. I like it a lot.
Everybody can eat the lunch on the table. This is not, if you don't have kids at home, here's some inspiration for you too. But I love making things that are perfect for little hands, especially the kids that are just going off to kindergarten. It's very distracting, everybody there, and really giving them just kind of like the 2-bite brownie, but a very healthy version. So this is a frittata. And these are used for pretty much everything in my book when I make them. So really, really simple to make this mixture up, and parents are probably thinking, like, what are you talking about? My kids are not gonna eat all those greens in there. When they're in here, and I've got some salmon in here, there's also some peppers in here, they don't know, and they just sit there while they're chatting with their friends, and then away they go. So
I often find lots of cheese in anything makes anything more palatable for children.
Definitely, yep, and there's some cheese in here. So just make this up, and then you can keep these in the fridge for about 3 or 4 days. Everybody has lunch and a quick snack after school if you happen to need that too.
Can you put things like sausage and
anything
that they
really
like in there?
And the recipe in my book gives you all sorts of options.
Oh, great.
But also it's just make the liquid base, and then the rest is leftovers if that's what you've got going on.
Fantastic. Walk us through both of these lunch boxes because, again,
super cute.
They're simple, but they look really good.
Yes, and when you're getting your kids involved in making, and also for parents, you were mentioning how sometimes as parents can overpack a lunch. It's good to have these compartments. So these are the salmon cakes. I always trying to get fish into kids because it's so good for their brains, so good for their focus, concentration. So these salmon cakes are super delish. Just throw in some hummus and some grated carrots, super, super fast. So this is about making it easy for everybody to do. And when you have the compartments, then you think, oh, I've got an empty one. Let's just throw some peas in there or some sugar snap peas. Really, really easy. These are the mini blueberry muffins, which are super yum. And put anything onto a toothpick.
My kids went through a phase where everything had to have a toothpick in it, but then they'd eat, so I did it.
That's right. So have a quick discussion. You don't poke your neighbors and your friends with them. Toothpicks are just for eating, because some parents worry about that, and make sure that they just put the toothpicks back in the lunchbox. That's it. Snacks are so important to keep them going throughout the day, and you can buy, so many granola bars and prepackaged stuff, but these Go Faster granola bars are such a staple. I've made these for probably 15 years, and people who followed Sprout Right know how delish these are. Now in the book, I talk about having almond butter in there. Just switch it up for sunflower seed butter or pumpkin seed butter, and they're totally school safe. The lovely mini muffins have got chia seeds in them, and they just, again, the small bites that they love to have. They can be, I'm just gonna have a quick muffin and go out for recess, and they're still going to eat something, so you're not seeing a meltdown after school.
Leanne, what I like about these as well is they're simple enough recipes that if you're a busy parent, which is often why we reach for prepackaged, you can do this. If your kids are involved in making it, then as you said, they're more likely to eat it.
And when you get them baking these things, then they feel the sense of accomplishment. They're proud, and they're more likely to eat it and share it with people. Look what I made, Grandma, or anybody, and like, oh yeah, great, let's have this.
And it's impressive for their friends too. Pizza is always a big hit. This is a healthier version.
Always a big hit. So this is slightly more for maybe the older kids, where you still have to be cool, and you gotta have the good groovy lunch bag and all of those kind of things. And pizza is always great. As far as I'm concerned as a nutritionist, pizza is a vehicle for getting vegetables in, and my kids still say, "What are you talking about? We can't have broccoli on the pizza." But what do they know? This is how I started, and this is how I mean to continue.
Is this a regular pizza dough on the base?
This is actually gluten-free pizza base, but I like the size of it more. It's not too overwhelming and having a massive, massive piece. So with this, this is a recipe from my book for the pesto, where you can just go and buy some pesto. And then if they want to make this up, fine, but they have to make a rainbow.
Oh, I like that.
There always needs to be tons of colors. So just throw on even some raisins for something a little bit different.
This is great.
Also some broccoli. and then that's you know,
This is what it looks like
throw
for
your
next
cheese
year.
on. The cheese really, as far as I'm concerned, there could be leftover sausage on this. The cheese really is the glue that holds it on.
And soup is a great option.
Soup is tremendous, and this soup, I actually made this soup for a school lunch program years
wow.
ago, and the kids, every single time, are you having the corn soup yet? Are we having the corn soup yet? So these recipes are tried and tested, eaten by schools of, you know, loads of kids in the schools. And here we've got the quesadilla. That is also a purposeful, you can put beans in there, you can put chicken in there. Again, vegetables, because when they get closer, when the kids get a little more teenage years, like, no, I don't want to sit there and eat my sugar snap peas. So put it into something.
Put it in while you can get it in.
Put it in while you can get it in.
Leanne, great to have you here. Sprout Right Family Food is the name of the cookbook.
That's
All
right.
those kinds of great ideas if
Yep.
you're looking for help as we get ready for back to school.
Yes.
Speaking of back to school, our back to school week covering everything from food to fashion and to the must-have gadgets is coming up all next week on Your Morning. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.